Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah. Welcome to my channel, The Navajo Mama. Yeah, it's really pressed upon my heart to go ahead and make this video. So basically, if you haven't watched already, I have a movie geared towards CIB enrollment that has happened last week, and it was a whole process. For those of you who do not know what a CIB means, it means Sorry if you hear my littles in the background. We're at the park, we're with Paige, they're playing with each other, so I'm sitting here completely fine. My littles are completely fine, so just letting you know so you don't think that they're crying and hurt and something. So they're playing. But CIB means Certificate of Indian Blood. It's basically a piece of paper that is notarized, it is certified, it's showing and entailing that you do have Native American blood in you. The quantum, it all varies, but it is a form of paper that is needed for so many things in life. We finally got our whole process situated. We got them enrolled. So a lot of you who have been asking questions and reaching out to me via Instagram and basically just being very sincere and asking me if we got the whole process done. And those of you who have offered me other avenues as to how I can get that done, thank you so much. It really means so much to my heart. I want to appreciate you. And at the beginning of this video, I just want to give my gratitude, my heartfelt thanks. Thank you to everyone who has been helpful and meaningful.
Mommy,
yes, honey.
Can we go to the park?
Yeah, we can go. Go ahead. Sorry, I have my littles here at the park, and being a mom, anytime they come in, I'm going to give them my undivided attention. So if that is something that kind of makes you feel a little bit weird, yeah.
You said we'll go over there in 2 minutes.
I know. Ask them. Say, do you guys want to go over there? Sorry, we're at a park that has two big parts of this park. There's like two components. He's ready to get to the bigger kids area. However, if it bothers you that I'm constantly addressing my children or doing life, it is what it is. I'm a mom channel. I'm a mom, and they're my first priority. Oh my gosh, those birds are so pretty. Sorry, I don't know if you can see the birds. They're flying up in the... They're like way over there. Yeah, there, right there. Okay. Oh my gosh, I have to show you this. Look at those air balloons. Oh, those hot air balloons. I want to ride a hot air balloon. That is on my bucket list. Oh my goodness. That is so pretty. This camera is not doing it justice. My camera is broken, literally. So I'm sorry. I apologize about that. Upon filming the CIB enrollment video, the process that, my journey had taken me on, I received plenty of feedback. A lot of them were positive, but there were some negative ones. Obviously, no matter what you do in life, there's going to be negative feedback no matter what you do. You could simply say, like, I love sunsets, and that will offend someone, or someone will have something negative to say. So in this day and age, I don't doubt that would ever happen. Yeah, I know, she does good on it. Oh, I know, it's nice. Sorry, we're looking at the hot air balloon, and then Nara is swinging. Yeah. Hi. Oh, and we're talking to the people in the hot air balloons. That's what's going on. Oh my gosh, those are really nice hot air balloons. Oh my gosh, I feel like they're so close. Where do they land? How much does it cost? I need to Google this. Oh my gosh, that is impressive. Look at that. I literally could be like, hi. Okay, back on track, Sarah, back on track. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to address this feedback. I know a lot of my supporters who have been with me from the very beginning. Thank you, dear supporters and community. Y'all are like my family. I tell you that throughout my lives that I hold. You guys are family, and you guys are seriously some of the most kind and respectful group of people I think could support me. So thank you. And a lot of you have been reiterating and kind of supporting me with saying, don't mind the negative feedback, don't pay them any attention, they're not worth it. And while I do think there's truth to that, and I believe there is truth to saying, like, being quiet in many moments is actually better than giving any type of response at all. But then I was thinking about it. How I was treated, it was not just about me. It wasn't just about me anymore. Because if someone tells me that I don't have tough skin, that I need speech therapy because I talk slow, or that I'm a lazy mom for simply not getting a CIB when my child was born. When people tell me things like that, yeah, it kind of hurts. Not gonna lie, it does kind of hurt because it's like, what? What? But at the same time, I know that it's not my truth. I know I am not a lazy mom. I know that everything they were throwing at me were not true, because I serve and love a heavenly Father who tells me what I am, who tells me that I am good, more precious than rubies, tells me I am a daughter of a saint, and I know where my worth lies, and I'm not going to change my personality. I am not going to change my outlook or my values. Give me a second. There's a mama going by and I don't want her to be in my video, so hold on. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that scenery so the mom could go by and now I could continue vlogging. Paige is pushing Nara on this swing. Okay, so that being said, I don't want to put this person out there like I am blasting this person, this individual. That is not what I intend to do. But I want this person to know that I am talking to them. And I'm talking to others who kind of think like this person. Good job, Nara! Yay! I see the hot air balloon! I wanted to take some time and talk with you and do a response to not only you, but the negative comments as well. Okay, so hey, my name is Sarah. You're probably very new to my channel. If not, that's okay. I don't owe you an explanation. I simply don't owe you an explanation for anything. You can go ahead and think whatever you want towards me, give your unsolicited advice, but it's gonna hit a wall because any of the things you said are not true. I know them not to be true, and I will not, use energy to try to combat your antics. The things you said, they're gonna be from your heart and you're gonna have to deal with that. But there are things that I wanted to address. So for one, you constantly have said, Noel's right there, but Paigey, Noel's right there. Right there in the grass. So you have mentioned that I need to have tough skin and that everything I said, I put it out there and I opened this can of worms. And well, yeah, I did open this can of worms. It really shouldn't have been a can of worms. I think that anytime there's an event from our Navajo Nation agency that is done, and it was done pretty poorly, I'm grateful for the service and the event that was held, but when you look at it, many people and families, hold on, I gotta check one. Chloe, be careful. I know, be careful, honey. Many families were turned away in that line, and it's really heartbreaking because our Navajo Nation president says that he wants the enrollment numbers to go up and to be accurate. But how can that happen when we're lacking on bettering ourselves, behooving ourselves, and trying to, have accessibility to families who are growing? And I think that's where constructive criticism comes in, and where constructive advice comes in with opinions on how to make that better or smooth, or how to alleviate situations like that. So I think all of the things I talked about were things that were maturely done. I don't think they were done out of ill will. I did mention how I was grateful that he was there and talked to people. I was thankful that they had this idea to do this anyways. However, there's always room for growth. And I think as being adults and being mature, when we know there's room for growth, then we can be happy in that. So every day with my littles, I really try to be faithful, and I tell my littles, we have to be faithful, not only like in natural relationships, like to our spouse, our schoolwork, our college studies, but be faithful in life in pre-deciding that every moment throughout the day that I have, whether it be negative or positive, that moment is going to be room to grow for the Lord. Maybe not for like me, but the other person who is there, or the other child, or whoever they are. So every opportunity you have when something doesn't happen your way, or when your feelings have been hurt, that's an opportunity to be a testimony, to share the love of Christ. And that's what I want to do. So I hope, Linda, that you understand that that's where my heart is. I wanted to address that comment with like opening the can of worms, because I feel like that shouldn't have to be said. I feel like when we're expressing things and ideas, I feel like that should be welcomed. I feel like those are room for growth. And then you mentioned me having to have tough skin. Well, honey, I'm sorry. I apologize for that, because with every ounce of words that you displayed negativity, you displayed hurtful, you displayed a mean spirit. And I don't want that. If that's the version of tough skin that you're talking about, that you're directing at me and asking me to partake, I kindly decline. I do not want that. I do not want a tough skin to where I judge people, to where the first thing I say to someone is like, oh, you're just in it for this, or this is the blah, 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 negative. I don't want that. I have stomach cancer. I have lupus. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for games. I don't have time for manipulations, narcissism, toxicity. And that's what my channel's about. It's about being positive and having the room for growth. And even though it's so easy to be negative, let's push ourselves and challenge ourselves to be positive. Like, tough skin doesn't have to mean hard and mean and strong like that. Sorry, I'm looking at my littles. It doesn't mean that. I have tough skin, Linda. Whether you see it, believe it, acknowledge it, or just want to make fun of it, I cry. You are talking about me being sensitive and emotional in my last video. I want to claim that. Yes, I was emotional. It hurt. It literally hurt and broke my heart to see all these people turned away, to see how unorganized and unprofessional this event was, and how many hardships it caused in one day. People took time off from jobs. People had to go there with their children. People who had been so serious with this whole COVID going on, who believe in, vaccination and wearing the mask, literally risk their own feeling of safety to go to this line where there are hundreds of people without social distancing and stand in line and be there. And I don't know about you, Linda, but that's like really big for some people who really take that so seriously. And for me, that did break my heart to see them turned away. That was really, really sad. And aside from that, it's just human nature. I'd rather feel for people. I'd rather have sympathy and empathy. And I'd rather have any of that than be mean. I'd rather die than be a mean, cold-blooded person who cannot think of others. And I'm sorry if this rubs the wrong way, but I wanted to reiterate that, because I hope that you don't treat people like that. Like, what if it was your own family in line? I hope that's not the case. I would hope and pray for you to have a heart of understanding and grace and love and patience, and that no matter what your feelings are, your opinions, you put on the back burner, because we're not selfish, because we want to build people up. Navajos have the highest rate of suicide, depression, alcoholism, and I know I don't want to put a stigma to it. It's not bad. Sometimes it's just life, but having those problems and knowing we're raising a generation, knowing we're growing together, why can't we do the best we can, being uplifting, positive, help each other, help our young ones to know we support them, that we trust in them, that we want to see them succeed. And for every word you came and directed at me, it doesn't hurt me, but it hurts another person who's wanting to voice their opinions. It's hurting another person who is growing up and, dealing with other negative viewpoints on the Navajo Nation. That is hard enough. When you go to any agency in the Navajo Nation, I'm not saying this is across the whole board, but it's not surprising when you meet someone there who has, an unwelcoming attitude. And that alone, even that needs to change. We have to be kind. We have to literally put other people before us and not make everything think about how right we are. Because it's easy to say I'm right and to not admit our wrongs. I have lots of wrongs. I am not a perfect person by any means. I try every single day. So I'm definitely not better. I'm not on a pedestal. I just want to put that out there, let you know. But I also don't want others to think that having tough skin means treating people like crap, because that's not okay. You can treat me like that. Go ahead. Bring it at me. I can handle it. I can. Give it to me, I'll take it. I'll pray for you and literally give you a hug. And when I say God bless you, I don't mean it in a sarcastically undertone type of way. I literally mean like God bless you. That even though you have a heart of negativity, I hope there are many moments where your heart can be warmed and can be like healed, because I don't know what bitterness or trauma or what your life is going through, and I don't ever want to judge you on that. You could be going through something just as hard. Maybe it's finances, marriage, life, history, family, I don't know, but I definitely don't want to cause assumptions. And so I wanted to make this response video because I also wanted to show other natives who are wanting change to not stop. Don't stop wasting your changes. When Linda came to me through my comments and said that I had a bunch of reasons why I couldn't do my CIB, I literally did. It wasn't just procrastination, although procrastination is a real thing. There are many people who battle procrastination, and it's not about being lazy. When you know a person who has been the most professional person in their life, a great father, mother, grandmother, whatever, but they procrastinate, that's actually something they try really hard to beat, and it is hard. So I don't want people to just like put that under the rug and say, oh, that's being lazy. It's actually not. It is something real that people battle every single day. But my reasons why we didn't get our CIB when any of my littles were born simply are my reasons, and there is not ever a time where a person should feel like they have to explain themselves. You don't have to do that. So whenever you're out there and you're advocating for change for your family, applying for things, whether that be in the Navajo Nation community sense or your ethnicity sense or even the government as a whole, please don't stop. Don't let it deter you, because those people, they don't pay your bills. They don't provide for you. They're not the ones who are there for you to pick up your heart when it crumbles apart. They're not those people, okay? They're just people who are negative, and they're not worth that reaction. So I want to stand up for all of you though, because I can't just let someone bully other people. I want to stand up for me and the people that Linda bullied. Linda was single-handedly bullying a lot of people. Yeah, good job. Bullying a group of people while she was directing everything at me. And maybe she didn't realize it in the moment, but I hope she does come to realize it. And I really just hope that you are coming into some warmth and in the grace of God's goodness, because I can't change your mind and you're gonna want to have to change. But one of the things too that I want to remind everyone is, no matter how many times you explain your situation, you could literally have said, I didn't get my CIB because I lost my eyeball. And someone will still say, well, you should have done it this way, that way. It never stops. People's suggestions will never stop. I could have explained how my husband's cancer and the mass on his lung literally prevented us from driving up north, because as you go up north, the elevation changes and it put pressure on him. We couldn't even visit family. And so in doing so, in doing that one little minute of explaining, not only am I taking time to explain myself, but I'm taking time away from my husband's health. Like, those are his records. Those are his things that he can share when he wants. And that's why I didn't share it in that video. And I felt like I didn't have to, because we're grown-ups and we know life happens. I don't expect everyone to give me their explanation or background when they're telling me about things they haven't done. I just trust them at their word. And trusting is hard. It's one of the most hardest things to do, but it is beautiful. And so when I wasn't able to go get the CIBs, we literally just couldn't. And there are other reasons. If you're not following me, then I'm going through stuff right now. I'm going through a ton of stuff. And maybe you're like, well, what kind of stuff? Maybe you should just watch my videos to learn that. I don't know. But life is different for everyone. And even if someone is lacking, then they're lacking. Who cares? It's not your place to judge them. And the next thing I wanted to address, because Linda was very adamant about this, is the money. there's a thing called the ARPA hardship that every Navajo probably knows about it, and it does entail money. But the thing about that is it's seen as like a stimulus version from our Navajo Nation agency. And there is money involved. Is that why I got the CIB? No, because the CIB alone would help us in many areas as far as homeschool, getting memberships to museums for my littles. So CIB is very, very helpful as far as going to school too, when you get scholarships for college. And that's why I wanted it. I wanted it for my family for so long. So when I was able to finally do it, it felt amazing. And getting a CIB does not make my child more Navajo. My children were Navajo the moment they were in my womb. Like literally, that's all it took. It didn't take a piece of paper. Although, it's fun to joke about, like, oh, you're finally Navajo. Like, I get the humor in that. But there's literally some people who have been messaging me saying, oh, now your children are finally real Navajos. And I'm like, I get it from one comment that, I trust this commenter. I got it from her, but I knew her humor. So I was like, I know, LOL. But then there was people sending me private things about, oh, your children are finally Navajo, but they don't talk Navajo. And it's just crazy. People always say stuff. But at the end of the day, don't take time explaining yourself constantly, because people will not listen. They will hear what they want to hear, they will believe what they want to believe, and they are always right. So I just kind of wanted to end all of this and talk with you about all of these things. And the hardship money, I hope people get that. I hope people are getting it. I hope the elders who receive it have loving children, grandchildren who respect them, who don't take the money from them to abuse the money that they get. I hope that littles, children, families are taking care of each other. And with this hardship that comes, yeah, there's money supposedly coming, because it's supposed to help families, whether it's to pay bills, get new clothes, save for something, help something. I mean, there's so many reasons that people could benefit from this. And to make your whole antics about the money, that's really sad, and I'm so sorry for you. But my littles are kind of getting antsy now, and I just wanted to take, yeah, baby, what, Baba? Look at the balloon. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, back there too. Oh, those are pretty low. Are you ready to go? Okay. You have to lay down. Sorry guys, hold on. Babas wants to be nursed. Sorry guys. It's quite chilly out. But we are going to actually wrap up and leave the park in a couple minutes. It's really cold. So we're going to go get some dinner. My husband just got home as well. But I wanted to, I'm pretty sure I am missing out on a lot of other things I wanted to talk about and address, specifically just to a lot of the, comments and questions I get. But I just can't think of it right now. But I really do want to emphasize that kindness moves mountains. It moves more than creating trauma with words. And if we can stop, yeah, honey.
Wow. I should do
And if we can do anything to limit the amount of counseling or therapy like a person would need from having trauma, because mean words can have trauma. If you're constantly negative, that can have an effect on something, on a relationship, on a change, on a part of life. And so I hope that we can, learn to be kind. Also remember that you are tough, whether you cry or not. I cry about almost everything, every little thing, and that's one of my strong traits. I am sensitive, and that's okay. I feel for people, and that's okay. It's okay to be human. It's okay. So thank you everyone for watching my video. It's in response to negative feedback, and I hope that any of these thoughts just kind of help you, because I don't want you being bullied for being the person you are. That's not okay. But you all are important. You are loved. I know that someone in your life cherishes you. I also want you to never ever feel like a burden. If you need a safe zone, talk things out. If you need therapy, then go ahead and do that. It doesn't mean that you are not handling things good. It doesn't make you a weak person. People who throw accusations and negativity are more weak than you showing your sincerity, sensitive self. Okay? I hope all of you have a really good weekend. I hope that everything else goes well. I hope that all of the families who are waiting in line for their CIBs, that something will change. And if you mail things in, I pray that your items are not lost. And I pray that our Navajo Nation agency does make real changes, because we need that. We do. It would be amazing for there to be a liaison from Vital Records at every Indian hospital, so that these children who are born are met with papers, who are met with welcome to the Navajo Nation. Mama, you had a baby. Congratulations, Dad. Let's get the process going and take a picture. Like, let's make it something enjoyable and an honor. So have a really good night, everyone. We'll talk to you later. Thank you. Hug on it. Bye.